Here's a loser who says he never loses to make some goofy arguments about the Bible.
Calls from Wisconsin. Pastor LG's calling in from Wisconsin. Pronouns are he, him. Who says, I'm calling in about the topic, should we believe in God? I'm sorry, I'm just introducing you. But Pastor LG, welcome to the show. You're on with Jimmy and Matt.
Hey, Jimmy, how are you? Hey,
What's up?
Hey, Matt, how are you?
I'm all right.
I just got introduced to your beautiful platform last week, and I just wanted to say that I'm out here proving that God is real with polygraph testing, evidence, and science.
Even if polygraphs were reliable, which they're not, how would they prove that God exists? Even if you could give a polygraph to Jesus and he said he was God, and you could prove he wasn't lying, that still would not rule out the likelihood that he's just delusional.
Really? Because
yeah.
Hey, so part of the problem is that polygraphs, I don't know what you think they do, but they're definitely not ways of detecting the truth.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, no man. Well, I'm the first man in world history to prove that the polygraph test comes from the Holy Bible. You see, the Jesus Christ of the Holy Bible, who manifests before people, John 14:21, that Jesus Christ can give you information and knowledge to prove that he's real and material.
Does the Bible contain instructions on how to build a machine that measures the conductivity of your skin?
And he can
Also, cheetahs are the fastest land mammal.
Hang on just a second. Hang on.
I wanted to go with something equally irrelevant.
When you say polygraph, do you mean an actual polygraph device, or are you using Jesus as a metaphor for polygraph?
No. I'm proving that the polygraph test science that measures breath, sweat, and blood, that science comes from the Holy Bible.
How could the polygraph give you any such information? Even if they worked, they can't prove anything because they just purport to discern whether someone is being consciously deceptive, which is not the same as discerning whether they are telling the truth.
1 John chapter 5, verse 8. Breath,
I'm sorry, but
spirit,
I'm sorry,
sweat,
but I'm sorry. So a polygraph is a measure of a number of different facets about the human condition.
Does the science of measuring the electrical conductivity of your skin also come from the Holy Bible?
Right?
Yes, but it comes from the Holy Bible.
No, it doesn't.
1 John 5:8 says that the Spirit, water, and blood bear witness to Jesus. I guess this guy is interpreting the Spirit as breath, water as sweat, and he thinks heart rate is the same thing as blood. It's an awfully big stretch to say that this is any kind of evidence, let alone proof that the science upon which the polygraph is based is mentioned in the Bible.
No, it doesn't come from... Would you let me finish a fucking thought?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So the polygraph is a scientific measuring device. Where in the Bible does it give instructions for how to create a polygraph?
Well, you see, Matt, you have to read between the lines of the first epistle of John. You have to be as clever as this guy is to see the Spirit as referring to measuring breathing rate, water as meaning measuring sweat, and blood as a reference to measuring your heart rate. If you're not so clever, you might think that these things have absolutely nothing to do with 20th century technologies like the polygraph.
Okay, I was showing you the breakdown that Jesus Christ gave to me. 1 John chapter 5, verse 8.
It tells you how to create a polygraph? It tells you how to create a polygraph?
John Grogan, Dr. Phil's polygraph examiner, knows that this science is real.
Oh shit, if Dr. Phil's polygraph guy knows that polygraphs are in the Bible, this couldn't possibly be crackpot nonsense.
You're not listening. You're not listening, Pastor LG.
Pastor LG is the downmarket version of Pastor Samsung.
Where in the Bible does it tell you how to create a polygraph?
No, I can give you the Old Testament polygraph.
I'm sorry, Pastor LG. I think you're full of shit.
Wait, is there an Old Testament polygraph and a New Testament polygraph?
And it's really annoying. Where in the Bible does it tell you how to create a polygraph?
It doesn't. It's not.
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh, but the science of creating a polygraph is in the Johannine epistles. You just have to read them as saying something completely different from what they are literally saying.
That's correct. I'm going to mute you now because you are incapable of doing this. The Bible doesn't tell you how to create a polygraph. So we discovered how to test for galvanic skin response and respiration and all kinds of things. And we put together a polygraph, a multiple graph. It is a scientific device that measures actual physical aspects of the human body, which you've already acknowledged. And when you acknowledged it, you then said that you were going to point to where the Bible shows how to make a polygraph, except that it doesn't do that.
Then how do you explain that the Bible says that the Spirit, water, and blood bear witness to Jesus, Matt? Do you think it's just a coincidence that the polygraph measures parameters that, if you squint, vaguely resemble those things?
Hey, Matt and Jimmy. You should believe in God because everything that's happening in the earth right now has been prophesied about.
Given how exegetically creative he is about polygraphs, I can't wait to hear what he thinks the Bible prophesied about current events.
The curses from the God of the Bible that only come from the God of the Bible are still here. The Jesus Christ of the Holy Bible truly existed, and it's documented in sources outside of the Bible.
I'm
Bible
sorry.
Speaks of dragons.
I'm sorry, Pastor LG. You said that everything that's happening right now is predicted. Does that mean that you calling us was predicted?
I'm speaking about worldwide events, wars and rumors of war. See, there's a war going on between Ukraine and Russia.
Can you point to...
The Bible predicted that conflicts would happen, and they're happening right now. That couldn't possibly be a coincidence, now could it?
Can you point to any time in history where there weren't wars and rumors of wars?
Well, this is the first time in history where there's a 200 million man army.
Where is there a 200 million man army? China has the largest military by number of personnel, and it's only about 2.5 million people, not 200 million.
BRICS.
Even if you added up all of the personnel in all of the militaries in all of the BRICS countries, you still wouldn't have 200 million. But even if there were that many soldiers in Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa combined, that wouldn't be one army. That would be several armies. And what does this have to do with prophecies in the Bible?
I'm sorry. Can you point to any time in human history where there weren't wars and rumors of wars?
No. There's other things happening. Just that. I mean, you didn't let me finish. I mean,
I let you start. Hang on. No, Pastor, I let you start, and you started with something that simply wasn't true or accurate. You don't get to complain that I didn't let you finish when you started off poorly.
Well, this is Jimmy, correct?
No.
Sounds like Pastor LG is a first-time caller and a first-time listener.
I will grant you that now there are wars and rumors of wars, and right now it's a unique time, and I could say that it lines up perfectly with some passage in the Bible, and that still would not in any way demonstrate that the Bible accurately predicted it. It wouldn't demonstrate that there is a God. It wouldn't demonstrate that it predicted it because there's a God. It wouldn't do any of that, because prophecies need to be clearly presented and answerable by a single set of circumstances that aren't prone to interpretation.
Apologists love to take any fuzzy resemblance any passage in the Bible has to some later event and present it as vindication of the claim that it was written by someone with divine foreknowledge.
LG, what's up?
There's a lag on your end. Hey.
It happens. Hey, Pastor LG, what model polygraph do you use?
Well, sir, we're proving that the science behind it comes from the Bible, just like the Old Testament.
Wait. Do you use a polygraph machine? You started this with, I use a polygraph to prove God exists. Do you use a polygraph? And which one?
Used in the federal courts.
Which one?
Polygraphs are not used in federal courts. The courts know that they are not reliable.
The one that's used, the federal court, Better Business Bureau accredited polygraph tests.
Right. But which machine have you used?
But the same one John Grogan uses on the Dr. Phil show.
I'm starting to think that this guy has never used a polygraph in his life. Maybe Jimmy should use a polygraph to find out if this guy really uses polygraphs.
Sure. What model? Like which manufacturer have you used?
You would have to ask them. I'm not the polygraph examiner.
Oh, so
I'm the Bible expert.
Got it. You're the Bible expert.
Maybe you should also be a polygraph expert, or at least understand what polygraphs are and how they work before you start making such bold claims about polygraphs.
Okay. So what?
Yes,
when you hook up a person
in debate, 0 losses.
I guess he's a debate expert too. To everyone who helps me out on Patreon, you're a big help. Thanks so much.